It is the National Week of Action for Missing and Murdered Indigenous Women and Relatives. Coming up at 5 tonight, we're going to show you one of the ways advocates here in Washington are working to make a difference.
The Lewis Street overpass in Pasco is open, but work on this project isn't entirely finished. Tonight, we're checking in on that progress.
And let's take a live look outside. This is in Richland. We're talking about some breezy weather ahead of a big warm-up on the way. That's coming up in your First Alert weather forecast.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 5 on your side.
Well, good evening, everybody. Thanks for joining us. I'm Austin Reed.
And I'm Alyssa Warner. We begin tonight with a search for a 13-year-old boy who's been missing more than 2 weeks here in the Tri-Cities area.
Yeah, family members say that Dustin Sutphin is just under 5 feet tall and ran away from his father's house to avoid being taken into child protective custody. He has been gone since April 19th, but police haven't issued an Amber Alert. Kennewick officers say this case doesn't fit the needed requirements.
When that alert is activated, we are asking for everybody's help to find that individual because we believe that that child is in danger. In this case, that's not the circumstances. We do not believe that he is in danger. He has simply run away from home.
Now, we also spoke to Dustin's aunt, who says he is in contact with her, but doesn't want to come back if it means going into foster care. She tonight is asking anyone who knows where Dustin is, even if you are friends, to contact police.
We all love Dustin, including myself. I understand that loyalty. I'm not wanting to call 911 or the non-emergency number. But every day that he's on the street is another day that something bad can happen to him.
Now, she also says Dustin doesn't want to go into foster care unless he can take his pet chicken with him and have access to a cell phone. We have more details about this at applevalleynewsnow.com.
Well, it is the National Week of Action for Missing and Murdered Indigenous Women and Relatives, and one action taken locally is the annual MMIP Symposium at Legends Casino, which Apple Valley News Now's Emily Goodell tells us drew people from all walks of life.
One of the speakers was Bree Blackhorse, who is the first assistant U.S. attorney to be dedicated solely to prosecuting cases involving missing and murdered Indigenous people. Blackhorse spoke on the jurisdictional issues that make prosecuting crimes on tribal land more complicated and outlined the goals of the Justice Department's new MMIP Regional Outreach Program, which created her position. The program establishes a coordinator and federal prosecutor for every region to prioritize cases that will help make Indigenous communities safer.
It's not like a 3-year thing, 18-month thing like some of the other federal task forces we've seen like Operation Lady Justice. This is a permanent position dedicated to MMIP issues.
Coming up at 6, more about the program and why federal officials say it's different from previous efforts. Reporting from the Acoma Newsroom, Emily Goodell, Apple Valley News Now.
Emily, we'll see you at 6. Thank you. We are following up tonight on the fundraiser for Amber Rodriguez, who was one of the victims killed in April's deadly shooting on the school grounds at Wiley Elementary in West Richland. Last Friday night, hundreds of people attended the fundraiser and silent auction for the ex-wife of suspect Elias Huizar, who was also a former Yakima police officer. The event was sponsored by Pacific Clinic and held here at the hub of Kennewick. Organizers say that over $21,000 was collected, all thanks to this event. The money will be used to help pay for funeral expenses.
We had so many people, from teachers, people in the community, that were just, moved by everything that happened.
We even had people not even do the silent auction, but just come and give money in their hands and just see everybody reach out. We had over 150 silent auction donations, and at one point we had to cut it off because it just kept on coming.
Now, happening this weekend, another silent auction and fundraiser will be held, also for Rodriguez. This one will be from 5 to 8:30 p.m. at the Uptown Theater in Richland.
All right, let's switch gears here and talk about your weather. We were seeing some breezy conditions out there. I just checked a moment ago. Still a little windy out there.
Yeah, it is May, and joining us now is meteorologist Hayden Nix in for Stacy. He joins us from our First Alert Weather Center. Hello there.
And I've got some good news. The wind will finally start to ease up as we head into tomorrow. We still have a few hours to go, but definitely going to see these kind of numbers not being quite as extensive. We just had an update here. Wind gust at Ellensburg, 57 miles per hour there. A little bit more tamed down towards the Tri-Cities at 25. But right there in Ellensburg, I do want to just emphasize that we do have a wind advisory in effect until 11 o'clock tonight because those gusts could get up to around 50 miles per hour. And we just saw that, verified that. Kittitas County and Kittitas Valley, that is going to be where we see that wind advisory holding on, and that's the only area that's seeing that at this time. We're also still seeing a few snow showers in the Cascades and in the Blues, but overall that is diminishing too, thanks to the upper level disturbance that gave us the showers from yesterday into today. That is going to continue to see all of that going away. Temperatures holding into the 60s for right now, and then we're going to head into the 30s overnight tonight, and we could get down close to freezing in a few locations, but we should stay above it thanks to the winds remaining slightly elevated. But as we head into tomorrow afternoon, we're going to say goodbye to the cool temperatures and head into the lower 70s for some locations. We got even warmer weather on the way, and we'll talk about that coming up.
All right, Hayden, thank you very much. Covering Pasco tonight, even though the Lewis Street overpass has opened, the underpass is now under construction. Apple Valley News Now took a trip to the area earlier today where crews were busy working. The city says the underpass at First and Lewis should be back open to traffic within the next 30 days. The entire project, though, won't be done until August. Luckily, there aren't as many businesses in that specific location compared to other areas of the whole work zone. While we were out and about, we met this Pasco resident who took a special trip to see how the new overpass now looks like.
Admiring it, and then had a story or two about the old bridge, the old underpass too. So I think they're gonna, I don't know what they're gonna do with this, they're putting in a new pipeline or something, and I hope they'll just turn it into they'll take out the old underpass and turn it into a regular street. And that'll make it, better business for business people down here quite a bit. So.
Coming up new at 6 tonight, during last night's Pasco City Council meeting, the project was brought up. Council members discussed the Micro Enterprise Business Grant for the businesses that have been impacted by the project. We will have that side of the story again coming up tonight on Apple Valley News Now, live at 6.
A crime alert in Kennewick. Police are investigating an attack they say happened in a bar parking lot. Police say 2 people were assaulted by a large group in the parking lot near 4th and Vancouver. They're asking anybody with information about what happened to reach out. You can send in anonymous tips through the website kpdtips.com. And a follow-up tonight, an 18-year-old who admitted to yelling racist slurs at college basketball players in Coeur d'Alene during the NCAA tournament will not face charges. So back on March 21st, the Utah women's basketball team was set to play in Spokane, but they were staying across the state line in Coeur d'Alene because of a lack of hotel space. The players say when they went to dinner, 2 people were revving their trucks and speeding by, and then they said people yelled racial slurs at them. Well, in April, investigators announced they had audio of the incident, but now the Coeur d'Alene prosecutor's office says there's no recording of people revving trucks or speeding. The prosecutor's office says a Post Falls high school student did confess to yelling a racial slur, but won't face charges because they say he didn't break any city or state laws.
It is official. TikTok has filed a lawsuit against the U.S. government after President Biden signed a new law that could eventually lead to a ban on the app. TikTok is owned by a Chinese company called ByteDance. There's some concern that the Chinese government might get access to Americans' personal data shared on the app. ByteDance has now filed a lawsuit saying it is unconstitutional for Congress to ban one specific speech platform, in this case, TikTok. The new law would ban TikTok as long as it's owned by a Chinese company. ByteDance says it has no plans to sell.
Well, big developments in the courtroom today as former President Donald Trump is on trial, charged with falsifying business records.
So today, the jury heard from the woman at the center of all of this, adult film actress Stormy Daniels. Tonight, ABC's Rena Roy has the latest from Manhattan.
The jury in Donald Trump's historic criminal trial laser focused on Stormy Daniels on the witness stand, listening closely and furiously taking notes during her testimony in the case. The adult film actress describing in detail her first ever encounter with Trump back in 2006, meeting at a celebrity golf outing in California, and he invited her to dinner and up to his hotel suite. Daniels even telling jurors about the size of the hotel room, what it looked like, and the pajamas Trump was wearing. Then describing their roughly 2-hour conversation. And then she says they had sex. As Daniels got into intimate details about that alleged sexual encounter, Trump seen repeatedly tapping his defense attorney's arm, signaling for her to object, which she did multiple times.
This is all building up into, again, forming this idea, look, she was there, this did happen, and thus eventually we'll talk about the money.
Prosecutors say Trump's former lawyer Michael Cohen wired $130,000 to Daniels just days ahead of the 2016 election in exchange for her silence. Daniels reviewing that contract in court, confirming she did in fact sign it. Daniels testifying that her 2018 denial about Cohen's payment to her was false. When Trump repaid Cohen in 2017, prosecutors alleged Trump illegally characterized it as a legal expense to hide the payment from voters, later charging him with falsifying business records. Trump has pleaded not guilty and has denied that encounter with Daniels.
The legal expense that we paid was put down as legal expense.
The defense calling for a mistrial over her testimony, but the judge denying that motion. During cross-examination, the defense trying to play up Daniels' animosity for Trump, the back and forth growing hostile, the judge stepping in numerous times. Trump's defense says he was trying to protect his family, not his presidential campaign, but Daniels told the jury he never expressed any worry about his wife finding out. Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.
Former President Trump was supposed to go on trial in Florida this month as well for charges related to his handling of classified documents. Today, the judge postponed that trial and did not immediately reschedule.
Well, here in our area, we're talking about a big warm-up on the way. You just got to get through some more breezy weather first. Meteorologist Hayden Nix returns next with a look at when the temperatures will really start to rise.
Plus, Lemonade Day is returning to Yakima, but organizers need your help. How to get involved and give young entrepreneurs a boost. That's coming up.
When you need legal help, trust Quantum Legal. We're here for you in times of trouble, whether you need assistance with criminal defense, personal injury, or have been injured on the job. Law is a complicated matter. Our team of experts will fight for you and help you find the best solution for your situation. Don't let life's challenges get the best of you. We're here to help. Call us today at 509-783-5551 or visit our website at quantumlegal.com.
Our new orthopedic regenerative medicine clinic with Prosser Memorial Health orthopedic surgeon Dr. Jeffrey B. Higgs is now offering a variety of treatments, including platelet-rich plasma injections to enhance injury recovery, promote healing, and treat pain associated with early osteoarthritis. To schedule an appointment, call Prosser Orthopedic Center at 509-786-5599 or learn more at prosserhealth.org. This is how we care.
If there's one thing we like, it's choices. Find yours with Ford F-150. Gas, hybrid, or all-electric. Whether it's towing, powering up, or getting from 0 to 60 in 3.8 seconds, what you choose to do with that much power is up to you. Tough this smart can only be called F-150.
Get 1.9% for 72 months on an F-150 and up to $15,000 total savings on an F-150 Lightning. Only at your local Ford dealer.
Your best days of the year start here at Kubota Orange Days. It's the year's biggest selection of Kubota tractors, zero-turn mowers, and utility vehicles, including the #1 selling compact tractor in the USA. Plus, get 0 down and 0% APR for 84 months or up to $2,800 off select Kubota tractors. Orange goes all day. Sales ending soon. Visit your local dealer today.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at gokubota.com. Welcome to Whitman Hill Winery, where we create luxurious wines from our estate vineyards. We invite you to attend this year's featured concert series. Check our website and Facebook for the latest events at Whitman Hill Winery. We are committed to excellence and value in everything we do. Experience the warmth of our outdoor seating areas, the beauty of our vineyards, and the joy of sharing a glass of wine with friends. The season is here. The time is now. We can't wait to welcome you to Whitman Hill Winery.
Looking for a great fishing hole? Fly the Northwest tonight at 6.
Welcome back to Apple Valley News Now live at 5. Mikey's Chance, a Tri-Cities canine rescue, is closing its doors to animal intakes right now. Rescue officials say there's an overwhelming need and number of dogs that are in the community right now. Mikey's Chance officials say they need to focus on the dogs in their care at the moment. More requests are coming in than the rescue is able to help. Stephanie Stadelman, one of Mikey Chance's board of directors, says there's been between 200 to 230 dogs in the care of the rescue at any moment. One factor that contributed to the closing of intakes, boarding for the dogs not in foster homes right now, is costing Mikey's Chance $8,000 each month. Once the number of dogs goes down, Stadelman says intakes could open up again.
We're really hoping that this can be a really temporary situation and that we can open up our intakes again, because we know that a lot of dogs are in need. But to do that, we really need to get the dogs that we currently have in boarding out, because it's just not fair for us to continue to intake dogs when they've been sitting in a kennel for a year.
All right, here are some of the ways that Mikey's Chance needs the community's help. The first is for foster homes. The rescue is putting an emphasis on a need for people to open their homes up, especially to medium and large dogs. The next is donations. Mikey's Chance officials say vet bills and boarding, we talked about earlier, are the biggest expenses. Another is fundraising. The rescue is looking for people to help coordinate activities to bring in more funds to cover the costs. Alyssa.
The Greater Yakima Chamber of Commerce is looking for more sponsors for Lemonade Day. This is a summer program to help inspire young entrepreneurs. Instead of going it alone, the kids receive guidance for how to start their own business. And if they don't have money for supplies, they can get help finding a sponsor. Chamber officials say they had 40 children involved with 2023. With registration still open this year, they're hoping to double that number in 2024. The program ends with a competition that goes from June 8th to 9th. For more information, you can email yakima@lemonadeday.org.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Hayden Nix.
Well, let's get to that forecast. Thankfully, winds have started to settle down in some locations, but we'll talk about where those gusts are still quite elevated here. 68 degrees currently in Pasco, winds at 15 miles per hour. It looks like they've trying to water the grass at the baseball field there. Those just kicked on right before we came to air there. Wind speeds holding right now at 15 in the Tri-Cities, as I just mentioned, but 27 in Hanford, back off towards Ellensburg, 39 miles per hour. That is sustained wind speed, and then wind gusts have been running around 37, as high as 47 miles per hour. They do have a wind advisory there in effect until 11 p.m. for Catocus Valley there, as we continue to see those winds coming down the Cascades. But thankfully, we're going to see this easing up a little bit. Notice as we head into the overnight hours, starts to relax some. This is by 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. Then, as we progress into the day tomorrow, and around 3 o'clock, we'll see a little bit more leveled out here. Definitely still going to be breezy back off towards the west. Yakima, 30 miles per hour possible gust for tomorrow afternoon on occasion. This is all stemming from that upper air disturbance that's still trying to make a quick exit, and it's still going to be about another 12 hours or so before we finally get the back end of that upper air disturbance to shift over the Rockies and then head into the upper plains. Now, Futurecast is going to show not only winds will be something that we deal with, there's still a little bit of some light precip, maybe even a little bit of some snowfall, especially in the higher elevations of the Cascades. And then once we get into the farther point of the evening hours past midnight, we will see all precip activity coming to an end. Then drier weather in store as we carry on into the latter part of this work weekend, head into Mother's Day weekend with some really nice weather. Now, all this is going to be coming from a shift, that upper air disturbance moving out, but a big ridge of high pressure moving into the Pacific Northwest. This system here is going to help encourage also temperature change. We're going to see warmer conditions coming in as we start to see that ridge building even closer to the coastline, with readings possibly flirting to around 90 degrees on occasion as we move into Mother's Day weekend. But back to the top of the forecast, I do want to mention here, tonight it's going to be chilly out there. Readings in the mid-30s, not quite reaching that frost criteria, although they are watching National Weather Service out of Pendleton there, as those readings will be getting right around 34 in Pullman, 36 in Dayton, 38 in Tri-Cities, and we've got upper 30s holding there along I-82. Now, tomorrow, here's where we begin the warm-up phase. We'll head into the 70s for many locations out there. We'll still have some upper 60s, especially in Ellensburg. Step out and show you Walla Walla at 64, 63 in Pendleton, and then we'll go with 70 in Hermiston. Now, your 7-day forecast reveals that we will have temperatures climbing into the lower 80s by Thursday, mid-80s in the Tri-Cities on Friday. 90 degrees will be possible on Saturday. Mother's Day itself, upper 80s for both Yakima and the Tri-Cities there, and then we'll maintain the 80s through Monday with upper 70s on Tuesday. Another thing, too, to point out, we'll have plenty of sunshine for Thursday through Saturday. We'll mix a little bit more cloud cover in there by Sunday, and then we'll try to cool things down heading into the middle of next week. But right now, we're going to keep it rain-free through at least Wednesday.
Hayden Nix filling in for Stacy, thank you. And we are looking forward to all that sunshine, but that also means it's time to stock up on the sun protection.
It is that time of year. Up next on Apple Valley News Now at 5, we're talking about some of the common misconceptions about skin cancer and how you can lower your risk. Stay with us.
Operation Best Friend on Good Morning Northwest, sponsored by Windermere Group 1.
Poor maintenance, old tires, bad brakes, that could be why the big truck hit you. At my law firm, we have a team that knows big truck wrecks. Big truck insurance companies know that we have the knowledge and experience to get you paid everything you deserve. Call the heavy hitter. When I call the insurance companies, they listen. Hit by a big truck, I know how to beat their insurance companies. I'm attorney Mariano Morales, the big truck heavy hitter.
The heavy hitter is the one for you. Call 853-2222.
Something is weird. Look around. All possible Triple Play customers are perfectly represented right now.
Wait, really?
There's the family, the group of adult friends, kids on their school trip,
and the first date couple, and the grandparents with their grandkids.
It's just too perfect. I knew it. They're shooting a commercial.
I thought we were better than that.
Triple Play has fun attractions for everyone, including go-karts, mini golf, and many more, all attached to a cozy hotel.
We just thought...
If it's hidden, you might get bitten.
The Y Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Now through June 30th, receive rebates up to $1,950 off on a new Daikin Fit system when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air.
My family's been serving the Tri-Cities for 85 years at Griggs and the Tri-Cities Ace stores.
And we have some deals we don't want you to miss.
Ortho Weed Clear is on sale only $11.99.
Assorted colors of geraniums are only $2.49.
Tomato and pepper plants are sale priced at $4.99.
And this 50-foot garden hose is a steal at $24.99.
See all of the deals using this QR code. Come see us at Griggs and your Tri-Cities Ace stores, and thank you for your business.
If you're injured on the job, you need an experienced workers' comp attorney.
Workers' compensation is complex. It has its own laws, doctors, courts, and judges.
For years as an assistant attorney general, I represented labor and industries. Now, I fight for injured workers.
If you were hurt at work, let us go to work to get you benefits.
Call 509-584-4411, Bothwell and Hamill.
A consumer alert tonight. Panera says it's going to stop selling its caffeinated lemonade that's already the subject of multiple lawsuits. Now, those lawsuits say Panera's charged lemonade contributed to the deaths of 2 customers and irreversible health complications in a third. So Panera introduced the caffeinated lemonade 2 years ago, along with a drinks subscription program that gave customers unlimited soft drinks for a set monthly price. Problem is, a lot of people initially said they didn't realize that ounce for ounce, these charged drinks had almost as much caffeine as a Red Bull, and they come in much larger sizes. Well, it's the most common cancer in the U.S. It impacts your largest organ, but despite that, doctors say there's a lot of misunderstandings about skin cancer.
Yeah, it's something to be aware of as we get into those long summer days, because UV rays are one of the main causes of skin cancer, whether that's from the sun or from tanning beds and sun lamps, and it can impact anyone regardless of skin tone.
Most of those skin cancers are not melanoma, but there are about 100,000, a little more than 100,000 new cases of melanoma that'll be diagnosed in just 2024 alone. Skin cancer can show up on the skin in a variety of different ways, different colors, different shapes, different sizes, and that can be also relative to the type of skin or the coloring of your skin.
The American Cancer Society says another myth is when people wear sunscreen and then they think that they can stay in the sun as long as they want. Experts say that while sunscreen does protect skin, you still need to wear protective clothing and a hat and avoid midday sun if you can. Plenty of sunshine ahead in your forecast. We're talking about that next.
And still ahead, another candidate has entered the Washington governor's race. She's hoping to make history. We'll hear from her coming up on Apple Valley News Now at 6.
Looking for a great fishing hole? Fly the Northwest tonight at 6.
Danny was rear-ended by a semi-truck. Serious injuries.
Mariano's reputation and experience gave him an advantage over the insurance company.
Daniel got paid a lot.
He lives up to his reputation, which is somebody who gets results.
Call 853-2222.
Have you heard about refractive lens exchange? K2 Vision RLE means no glasses, no contacts, and no readers permanently. And you'll never develop a cataract.
No glasses or readers. K2 Vision RLE.
Make your first move with battery power made by Steel. Right now, save $50 on select battery lawnmower sets. Real Steel. Find yours.
When you need legal help, trust Quantum Legal. In football, your team can have a bad season. In real life, when you are having a bad season, you can call Quantum Legal. We're here for you in times of trouble, whether you need assistance with criminal defense, personal injury, or have been injured on the job. And with tens of millions of dollars collected on behalf of clients, we will find the best solution for your situation. Call us today at 509-783-5551 or visit us online at quantumlegal.com.
Where's the most mouth-watering pizza and best salad bar in town? Well, Hubby's Pizza, of course. Order Hubby's Pizza tonight and get a large 16-inch pepperoni pizza for just $16.49. Mouth-watering yumminess. The perfect fresh dough and toppings for a quick and easy dinner. And now you can get your favorite pizza delivered from Grubhub, dine in, or carry out. Acquire the Hubby's Habit, your hometown favorite for nearly 50 years.
Welcome to the downtown Yakima Farmers Market, where we celebrate local produce, crafts, and cultures. We're excited to kick off our season on May 12th at our new location at 15 West Yakima Avenue. Immerse yourself in the vibrant atmosphere of our market, filled with locally grown fresh fruits and vegetables, as well as a variety of handcrafted items. Don't miss out on this exciting event. Join us at the downtown Yakima Farmers Market, opening May 12th.
Stop thinking, let things happen, and be the ball. Better yet, see the ball with K2 Vision RLE. K2 Vision RLE. No readers, glasses, contacts, or cataracts.
Danny was rear-ended by a semi-truck. Serious injuries.
Mariano's reputation and experience gave him an advantage over the insurance company.
Daniel got paid a lot.
He lives up to his reputation, which is somebody who gets results.
Call 853-2222.
All right, welcome back.
We are talking about that kind of chilly weather still, even though it's sunny. Meteorologist Hayden Nix joins us with a final check on the forecast.
Yeah, you need this time of the year multiple seasons of clothing in the closet. We're going to see jacket weather for tonight with those temperatures in the 30s. And then as we progress to tomorrow, not a bad forecast. We'll be in the upper 60s to lower 70s for the majority of the area, although we'll have some mid 60s back off towards the east there, Walla Walla, Pendleton, and Dayton, just to name a few locations. Pullman 59 degrees if you're traveling out that way. But your 7-day forecast shows we'll be warming up, heading into the summer-like feel for Mother's Day weekend with near 90-degree readings possible for Yakima. Tri-Cities forecasting 90 degrees on Saturday itself, 89 for Mother's Day with a couple of clouds there, but overall pretty nice weather. Walla Walla will go with 86 Saturday, 85 on Sunday. We'll go back though into the 70s by Tuesday as the ridge of high pressure that's going to pump these temperatures up starts to relax and move off towards the east by the middle of next week.
Thanks, Aiden. Thank you so much for watching. World News Tonight with David Muir is next. We're back tonight at 6.
See you then. Good night.